Today we're excited to do our Gentleman's Facial Protocol, and this is for one of our specials for our Father's Day, and no other better model than our CEO. He is going to be our model for the Gentleman's Facial. The first step to this treatment is like all of our other treatment options. We're starting out with our Vitamin Veil Cleanser, and you don't need too much of this cleanser. We do suggest to add just a couple of drops of water to really start to get good slip. And this is a great cleanser even if you have somebody who has a beard. You can really just work it into the beard area and then also bring it all the way up onto the forehead. If you feel like you're losing a little slip, you can just add a couple more drops of water. So we'll remove the Vitamin Veil Cleanser with a warm towel. The Vitamin Veil Cleanser is a great way to start most of your treatments. If you do have somebody who has any mineral makeup, it's great to help to remove any mineral makeup, but it's also a great way to start just to prep the skin before you go into your second cleanse, which this time is going to be a modified custom cleanser that's also going to use some of our mixology options. So the second cleanse for this facial is going to utilize the Snow Algae and Spirulina Cooling Mask along with our Lipid Replacing Cleansing Gel. Lipid Replacing Cleansing Gel and the Snow Algae and Spirulina Cooling Mask. If you do have a client that has a longer beard or coarser hair, it is better if you're going with the growth of the hair, but if somebody has a shorter beard, you can really kind of work the cleanser in and get a nice deep exfoliation or a nice deep cleanse. So it's a great combination. You do get a nice high foam with the Lipid Replacing Cleansing Gel, and then when we also add in the Snow Algae and Spirulina Cooling Mask, you do get a nice cooling sensation, but some of the other active ingredients in here, like the spirulina, it really helps as a skin nutrient, so you're getting a lot of other anti-aging benefits as well. And then we're also going to remove this one with a hot towel. And once you apply the hot towel to the skin, it does kind of give this nice wash of cool that comes over. Maybe somebody who was out at the pool too long and they have a little bit of sensitivity from the sun, it can add some nice instant relief. Now that we've done both the Vitamin Veil Cleanse and the mixology with the Lipid Replacing Cleansing Gel and the Snow Algae and Spirulina Cooling Mask, our next step is to do our Caviar Lime and Passion Fruit Enzyme Mask. This is more of a gentle rejuvenator. It does have both enzyme exfoliation as well as a second generation alpha hydroxy acid exfoliation, but you're not going to experience any delayed peeling. This is really designed just to give a nice gentle exfoliation, which is great for anybody who is going outside or avid exerciser. You want to make sure that you're not going to do anything that's going to be too stimulating. You want to apply the Caviar Lime enzyme in just a pretty thin layer. We are using two different forms of exfoliation in this product. We're using that second generation alpha hydroxy acid, which is coming from the Caviar Lime extract, and then we're using an encapsulated bromelain. So with that encapsulation, you do have to do a light massage over the surface of the skin just to burst the encapsulation and make sure that you have optimal exfoliation. This mask can be left on the skin up to 15 minutes. You can apply a hot towel over top. You can also apply steam once you've done your light massage. And in some cases, you can also just apply damp 4x4s right over top the caviar mask and then do a hot towel on top just to ensure that the mask is staying moist. And then the hot towel goes right on top. It's also good to ask first, before you cover their mouth and their eyes, if they have a tendency to be claustrophobic, and if they do, then you'll just omit the gauze instead and just put the hot towel right on top. There's ways that you can increase or decrease the activity of any of our enzymes as well as our acids, but with this particular mask, if you wanted to increase the activity, you can add a little bit of our almondola milk cleanser, which also contains both lactic and mandelic acid. You could also follow this with one of our gel-based peels, which is our lactic acid that comes in 3 different strengths, or our alpha beta, which comes in 2 different strengths, and that can increase the activity of this mask. If you had somebody who was overly sensitive, you still wanted to get more of that gentle rejuvenation, but you wanted to cut the intensity, you can actually mix our marshmallow whip hydrating mask in with the caviar lime, and that marshmallow is going to decrease the activity of the exfoliants that we have in this mask. The next step, after you remove the caviar lime and passion fruit enzyme mask, is now to do a light infusion. We're going to use the aloe and calendula calming mist as well as the vitamin C reversal serum. You can cocktail these 2 together or you can layer them. Today we're just going to spray the aloe mist on first. So you'll brace your client's head, tell them to hold their breath, and you'll just do light sprays. And then we'll follow that with a couple of pumps of the vitamin C reversal serum. This does penetrate pretty quickly, so you want to make sure you get it all over first, and then you can start to massage it in. And this can go right into the beard area as well. Okay, we're gonna finish this with a massage, and this is a combination of our Hydrolox and our AquaPorin hydrating cream. So you can get about 5 minutes of decent slip with a combination of these. If you wish to do a longer massage, you can always just add a couple more drops of the Hydrolox.
Love this combo, the smell is so good.
You can do anywhere between a 5 to a 10-minute massage with a combination of the Hydrolox and the AquaPorin hydrating cream. In some cases, if you do have a client that does have a little bit more oil production and they don't absorb those products the way that Michael's skin did, you can use a hot towel and just kind of lift the extra product off of the skin before you go into the mask. We're just going to apply the mask right over top of the massage medium. And this is a combination of the green tea mask and the marshmallow whip hydrating mask. So in this case, we're cutting the activity of the green tea to make it a little bit less stimulating. Equal parts of green tea mask and marshmallow whip hydrating mask. And you can tell that this goes on in kind of a fluffy consistency, and that's because of the marshmallow. The green tea and the red tea both have really nice detoxifying properties to it. The difference between the 2 of them is that there's a hyaluronic acid in the red tea mask. The green tea is going to be designed more for pulling toxins out of the skin, and the red tea is going to be a little bit more infusing hydration into the skin. You also have the option with your customization and your mixology to add the spot stop into this combination as well. If you have somebody who's a little bit more acne prone, this is a great way to get some of those anti-acne ingredients onto the skin during this treatment. And this is a mask that you are going to avoid the beard area. This is a kaolin clay base as far as the green tea mask. So it does have a tendency to dry on the skin, so you want to make sure that it's not drying into the beard area. The removal process would be a little bit more difficult. If the green tea mask goes on by itself, it does dry relatively quickly, but because we mixed it in with the marshmallow whip hydrating mask, it's gonna stay a little bit more hydrated and it won't dry completely. When you are removing the green tea mask on its own, if you just spray one of your active mists, it makes the removal process much easier. But in this case, we're actually gonna lay those 4x4s down on the skin. Again, the same way we did the caviar lime and passion fruit mask, and this is just going to ensure that the removal is a little bit easier. This is going to stay on the skin from anywhere between 5 to 7 minutes. This is also a great time if you wanted to do a hand and an arm massage. You can also do a scalp massage during this time. And again, you're gonna put a hot towel on top of this. Now that the mask is fully removed, we're going to move on to our finishing products. So we're going to first be applying the Emergency Eye Lift. The Emergency Eye Lift is going to give you instant lifting, tightening, and firming. There's 2 ingredients in here called Pentacare and Peptide, and those are the 2 ingredients that are going to give you that nice instant lift. They are temporary, so the results will last about 3 hours, but you also have hyaluronic acid, which is a really nice hydrating ingredient, can also temporarily plump out fine lines and wrinkles. And then you also have some peptides that are going to help to give you long-lasting collagen and elastin stimulation. So you get best of both worlds. You get the nice instant temporary lifting, but then also can help with long-term fine lines and wrinkles as well. Our next step is going to be infusing our Hydrolax into the beard area as well as the lips. The Hydrolax is a really great product for the lips. The preservative system that we're using in here is cinnamon and curry leaf, so it's fine if it's ingested a little bit, and it's also a great beard oil. And then for the rest of the skin, we're going to infuse our vitamin C reversal serum again. You notice that in most of our finishing products for most of our protocols, we finish with the vitamin C reversal serum, the post-peel balm, and the SPF. The vitamin C is going to give you a lot of antioxidant support to help to protect your skin during the daytime. The post-peel balm is also great as a protective product. It acts like second skin. So for those who have really compromised barrier or maybe have done something a little bit more aggressive, it allows to give that optimal protection, but it doesn't trap the heat in the skin. So it's a little bit more gentle, especially if you do more of an aggressive treatment. And then again, last up is SPF. And don't forget to apply your SPF even in the beard area. The hair does not deter the sun from giving sun damage in these areas. How does your skin feel?
Feels amazing. It felt great. I love the cooling combination of the lipid and the snow algae together, and feels very nice, very hydrated, and nice and micro-circulated from the massage.
So that's our gentleman's facial. It can be done monthly for maintenance, or if you wanted to do them every week, there's nothing in here that's too overly aggressive. They can be administered once every week as well.